Well, oops. Let's begin.
She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour. Then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden. And ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. She said, my love is like a flower.
Good morning. Good morning, lady bats. I almost said your full name. Hello, I'm Kitty. Hey, Graveyard Boy. And hello, Dirty. I'm assuming. I just got caught up watching a reaction video to Hamilton. So I almost got lost in the sauce just now. All right. So let's go. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Hey, Kathy. So we're back at this again. This is the new one. This is not the old one. So this is what we're going to be pretty much building almost from scratch today. I just had to find the right height because the height is super important. Now, if you go down the line here, we're going to come across something special. You see this? This means that I finally got this thing working. So I was able to get to the bottom. Let's get a bigger screen here so that I'm looking at the screen and the microphone. Here we go. That's much better. All right. Where's my chat? There's chat. Screen. And expand. All right. So here we are. We have a train station. You can cross the train station to go up. I gotta build the rest of that. But go up to the mountain. But there's nothing here right now. Just a couple lights. Okay, so the first thing that I discovered was that I already had the perfect system already built. I didn't need to rebuild like a whole different structure. This works. The placement of the wheels on both sides and everything. It was just a different way to place the wheels and have the whole system carry the carriage. So I kind of had to like reverse engineer quite a bit of this. And instead of the tracks being side by side, it's not side by side, but progressive, one after the other. It just needed to have the track continue all the way up. So this is how things are going to hang. So we're going to go up here. This track is pretty much what I'm going to start off with the track because you need the track before you can actually build your carriage. So here's your track heading on up. You of course have to have the first one in place so you know exactly where it's going to go. Oh, it's slowly making its way down. Amazing. Okay, so this is the more refined design that I came up with last night. And it's not perfect, but it works. And I have to, design a few more elements of it to make this a little more elegant. However, we do have to make sure that there's no, that is clearance under the wheels. You can't put anything too close to the wheels or it will pinch it and it will literally make it stop in its tracks. So, with that being said, let's take a look at how it runs. On a straightaway, this works beautifully. But the biggest issue with this, and I think I do have to redesign this to be a little more modern looking. So there's quite a few designs that I have to look at. But in order to get this proper, you have to do a fair bit of work. But everything begins with carriage first. Just like I had to go design a whole wheel system. Going down, this is how it goes down. It's not the smoothest. You can see the wheels jumping up and down. But down here, this is kind of smooth. It's a little jagged. But this is the wheels having to readjust themselves because they're, for some reason, the wheels treat the flat areas a lot better than slanted. So it's fighting to go up all the way. But like I said, it works. And you can actually just have your brakes in place. Right here. I have my brakes right there so that it doesn't go up or anything. And since this is, in the middle, it can actually just arch over and you can have more of these placed around. So, especially for visuals. So up on top of the Glacier, where I have more clearance, I should be able to play with that a little bit. Now, we're going to go up. And up is not the same deal. As much as you want to go reverse, you think it would work, you need a little bit of assistance. And this is where things can get a little tricky. Because that ride up the hill is pretty bumpy. And unfortunately, there's not much else you can really do. It's got to make sure that you don't derail anything. You look at what you're doing. So I may have to place like a lower thruster just to see, make sure that I know when it turns off. But we're traveling, we have a good view, the system works. It's funny, I don't remember this working like this last year. They've changed so much in how the entire structure, the mechanics and everything work, especially for slanted angles, that it's completely different than. Hey, King Panda, thank you so much. Drop by to leave a like. But anyway, if you guys remember last year, this was pretty smooth going up. This year, they've changed quite a bit. I was even experimenting with a gentle slope. Oops. There we go. So gentle slope moving into here. So we went from one angle to the next, then a little bit more extreme onto the main. So we have a fair amount of stuff going on here. And it's nice to get that kind of angle in here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down there. We're going to build the track up to the top, and then we're going to build this structure. Because this is the most important part if you want to build anything like this. I've been experimenting with larger wheels. I don't see any advantage in having the big wheels. You would think that there would be an advantage, especially when trying to get back up the hill, but it doesn't work. It just sits there, and it still needs to have the thrusters assistance. So this is what. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the old one. It broke off. I had to fly it up and plant it here. Rooster has pushed it into the. Oh no. Okay. Oh, it pushed itself in there. So this might be just, I should turn this into a little cafe or something. That would be cool. A cafe made out of a container. That would be actually really awesome. I think I'm going to do that. All right, I'm distracting myself. But train car cafe coming up. A little, the tiniest diner. Or coffee house. All right, so let's go downstairs. Oh, I must warn you that if you're doing anything like this, it is best to have it done in a world where you're not sharing with a bunch of other people. Because I have to go out and bother poor lady and Rooster every now and then to go back to lobby, just so that I can have the tracks reset. Because okay, here's a couple of things are going to happen when we're building this up. It's going to kind of change position a little bit. And the only thing that actually fixes it is a complete reset. You have to go back to lobby and come back. So we're going to go up the hill. This is not going to take very long, thankfully. But this is six pieces apart. And once you snap there, it will give you the correct dimensions. So we're using black pieces all the way up, and we're going to first take it up all the way. Oh, okay, so I did miss a very important step. The important step is, of course, I started with these guys. So place them at the angle that I want, and then determine exactly how high this is going to be. I determined this needed to be at least four high, and then oops, my bad. Then on top of this, I went to the roof piece, and you know what I did. Went to Supernova, got this roof piece out, slapped it down, got my pressure plate, slapped the pressure plate on top, got the black piece, what the flip? Okay, there we go. There, slapped it on, and got rid of that, and then slow walk this up the hill. That is literally how you do it, and you got your 15-degree angle. But note how this is separating. This is why you need to be in a world by yourself, because you either need to go take the bus station or go back to lobby to reset that. Don't freak out if you see that happening. On longer pieces, on angles, and sometimes on flats, it will reset. So don't freak out. It's just one of those things that happen. So I did the first set last night, and now we're going to do the second set and come back down with the outside pieces. And then we're going to do the rail. The rail needs to be at the right position. Oh, and we are going to go back to the top and transition into a flat area so that we can take this train, this aerial cable car, as close to the resort as possible. Mr. Biz has indicated that he is complete in his construction. So we got to make sure that, people can get to the resort. But the top is where we're going to be doing most of our construction. That's why we need to go flat. Because building this on an angle is tricky. I mean, driving it on an angle is tricky enough as it is. But up on the top, it is super smooth. It is like absolutely nice. To the point where I kind of wish that the entire rail line had been replaced by this. But that's just me. I like the combination of the the old and the new. And what it would be nice to have a kind of monorail system here. This is kind of like cheating the monorail. And making sure we have something that works properly. I was looking at possibly doing a design where the pieces came together in the middle, but the spacing for that was really getting out there. So I'm a little hesitant to go down that route. Now, let's see. We've got these guys here. Oh man. I didn't quite anticipate this. I would have needed to have been at the perfect angle. No, not circles. Corners are not exactly the best thing. And it would be nice to be able to come across here at this angle. But that's not possible because this is at a 45 degree. We would have to literally switch trains or do the old school corners. I mean, technically we could do the old school corner. You know what? We might have to. Let's see how far we can get. When I say old school, I mean like totally old school. All right. We can go that way. So we're going to go up. Up one. So that we can have our endpoint. So there is good. I think this is high enough. Yeah. More than high enough. And then we can make our journey back down. Hey, Taz, what's going on? All right. So at least that is the same. And what we're going to do first is we're going to take this. This is our 15 degree. And instead of pointing it, having it with the angle going up, we are going to set it to the edge of this, and then there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will always set it to where it's supposed to be. So forward 1, and then we're resetting to 0. That is pretty much the entire job of this entire thing. Just reset to 0. So we'll go from 15 to 15. 1, 2. Ooh. 1, 2. Bring it over. Boom. We are back to 0. And from this point, we can actually say, hey, what the flip happened there? Are y'all seeing this? These are 2 different angles. All right, let's try that again. Better, much better. Okay, so if you do want a different inclination, then one of the best things that you need to do is first reset the whole thing. But there, we have our flat, and I think we could possibly, this is just a wild thought, and this is because we now have this new pieces, and I'd always been wishing for smaller pieces, but with the generics, we should be able to actually build in some kind of corner. But it's just a matter of really just figuring out exactly how sharp that corner is going to be. That's pretty sharp. That's really, really sharp. think two by four pieces might be better for that. Okay, let me not get off on a tangent, as I am wont to do on occasion. But only a few occasions. Not something I do every day. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to figure out that whole corner. Back to task. So let's go back down the hill. Don't let me get distracted. Okay, should there actually 3 pieces that we need to be putting on? But you know, I'm going to focus on the one right now and then come back and do the next, because I just need to be able to get to a point where I can have a good building platform. So let me get rid of this. And the last piece that we need is, of course, in the roof pieces, haunted house. And these rails come at one stop on the inside here, and then one stop on the inside here as well. So they have like a full side in here. I think if you want, you could do like a redesign and have the things on the inside, but you would need to actually set the placement of the rails differently. Oh boy, that needs to come down one. Now you see why you need to do the reset, because these are kind of floating and you can't even snap these guys to each other. So it's one of the additional problems that you're gonna have. But before I do a reset, I want to make sure that I have a couple things in place, like, for example, this. So a couple resets are going to have to happen. I'm trying to snap to the one that was done before, but that's not even giving me any proper alignment. Sometimes it does, but not today. Thankfully, this is a pretty short line. But at least now you see where all the diner customers are coming from. Well, plus the church. So everything's all coming together. Would have been nice to have the cinema over here too, but I didn't want to overwhelm the area with too much complexity. So it's nice to spread things out on occasion. All right, let's just keep on going. Now, I probably really should just go back to top and focus on the actual car. But we have a couple more minutes, I think. Enough time. It's actually a fairly fast build once you get down to it. And this part really only takes about 10 minutes of your time. Once you have everything set up, of course. So, well, we are on the glacier, so it's pretty high up. You got to do like some kind of space age. Taz. Every time I see Taz, he always puts me in mind of the Supernova set and the more space age designs. And I keep thinking about some kind of like a space age coffee shop. Or even like doing a design for the car that's a little bit more luxurious and more space age. So Taz, maybe you could design a cable car out of Academy. Not sorry, Academy. A Supernova parts. Should do the. Sorry. I lost my train of thought there, but something Academy. My brain is over on the circles, the potential circles. All right. To the end, and then to the. Thankfully, I don't need to actually test this bit since I already built it. But have that in place so we can come on down. And let's go build. Hey, kaboom! What's happening? Dirty? You have no content? Oh yeah, we're super high. All right. I think we're gonna need to make our way coming back this way. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's get a little bit more space for the build. And this is just a build platform. So I'm gonna, slap down a little bit of yellow. Caution. Build. Yellow and black. Universal caution colors. I hope. It's a reminder to myself, don't build past this point. Oh, I should do a reset. Let me see who's on the map today. Lady is on the map. Okay. Is Lady watching today? Lady, we need to do a reset. So please be watching. Or better yet, remember our signal. We actually were talking about doing a signal yesterday to signal each other. Oh, there we go. Even better if Lady's watching. Okay, so my ghost is still in there. The signal worked. The bat signal. All right. 9:01, people. We can build this in an hour. It's actually easy once you get past a certain point. Just you have to think in a slightly different way. You have to think upside down. But I think we got most of that accomplished. Okay, I lost my earpod. There it is. Wrong AirPod. Okay, so that's my other world. Hopefully, this will have cleared my ghosts. Sometimes you go to enter a world and you see that you see a dot that says that someone's still there, and even though that you know that you were the person there, um, sometimes you just have to go into another server so that your ghost leaves that other world, which is just what I had to do just now. So now there's no one in here, and lady now knows that she has clearance. If you try to reset it when somebody else is in there, it's not going to work. All right, Graveyard Boy, have a great day. Have a wonderful Friday. Get up to some shenanigans. That's what Fridays are for. Fridays are for shenanigans. Okay. Yes, guys, go check out Legion's video, Legion 17, or Legion VXV11. He got featured by the Lego Group for his Friends build, and it's a build that you really have to see. So make sure you go check out his short and check out the video, as well as of course the trailer from the Modernist. Brilliant trailer. My car was featured in it, as well as Mr. Black's builds, Mr. Black, Mr. Biz, the Modernist, Shmoo Can Do. They got their most of the bills are Mr. Black's bills, decorated by the Modernists, with a couple from Mr. Biz. He did the Simpsons house, and Mr. Burns' house as well. I think Modernist helped Mr. Black build the Moe's Bar. So there's like a whole lot of collaboration going on. Go and check out that trailer. It's the funnest thing that you'll see, and it's so good that you'll think it was put out by the Lego Group themselves. It's super official. Definitely go and do that. All right, we're back in the world, and nothing's here. Perfect. Which means it's nice and fresh. Oh, look, he's back. Actually, I do like the yellow for official areas. I may do that for where to stop. So yeah, that's a good thought. But note, everything is now nice and shiny and smooth. Exactly what we need. Oh no, that's not all Legion's channel. The Modernist. Go and check out the Modernist channel. I was just pointing out people who had been featured. People that I can remember who have been featured. There was a bunch of other really good builds as well, but it's kind of eluding me right now. If anyone can help me remember, remind me of who else won. No, not won, but got featured. Featured is winning. They just won Lego. They've won Lego Fortnite. All right, so, bugger. Great. Now these are massively out of alignment, but we will get those fixed. I just need enough for this to have, one more. Have a little bit of play so that I can bring it down and take it back. And you can set your brakes either by, you can set a full wall, but whatever, man. Up to you. So these are brakes. Make sure don't go off the track. And back brakes. Really make sure you don't go off the track. All right. I guess first place to start would be in the middle. Where am I? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm using, I need 6. 6 in between. Give it a bit more. No, that's actually good. So since we have this, we're going to pop that on here. So your half wall is where you start. Then you're going to get pretty much, it doesn't matter what you use at this point, but as long as it's a 12 piece. So get the 12 piece right there. Get it in the middle. Using Daft Punk. No. I'm not using Daft Punk. I'm going to use First Order. Has more variety. All right, so, and then slap that on the side. And then slap that on the side. This is going to give your clearance here, so you know exactly how to build this. Now, if you want the little more complicated build, this is where we're going to go off a little bit and just build up. So you want in from the sides. From here, you can actually just move your pieces in, but you want to have this set one in from the side, and then use your vertical to bring that 2 down. That 2 down is going to determine exactly how low you're going to be. So, you can get rid of that. And then get your pressure plate. Pressure plate will bring this, when you bring it up, flush to the bottom, which is where we're going to be placing our next pieces. So, we're in, and then for a little guidance, I mean, you could, because the other piece actually requires you to have everything set. So you want to go from the back here and bring that bad boy down. It's going to be more on the side of that than anything else, because it's not aligned to the top, it's aligned to the bottom. It's very important. So there's a spacing there, but that's because of the alignment. Why do you look off? Does that look crooked to anybody else? Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Back to First Order. Now, I didn't have this piece in before, but I'm going to pop it in now, because we need to have a little bit of space in between. And it's something that I was kind of struggling with, because the parts of this we need to have a little bit wider. So we're going to go to the roof section, and you're going to pop this guy on. Align it. There you go. Boom. 2. And then get the other one. So a little less sharp than before, but it does give a little bit more space for when we place the wheels. Of course, can't place the wheels because that's on the wrong thing. So your medium powered wheel. Oh, I forgot one very important step. So let's go and take care of that, shall we? So we can get 12. I'm just so excited to share with you guys. There we go. And that sets your alignment all the way. So you're going to use 2 6s instead of a single 12. More pieces just means a little bit more. That looks so crooked. Does that not look crooked to you? Oh my God. Yeah, that is very crooked. I can't get over it. the alignment has never been that bad before. All right. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Is this supposed to be a 10? Ah, son of a me. Okay, so I screwed that up. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a 4, and because it's only a 10. You can get the 6, and that should do it. See, when you have them separate like that, you can do stuff like this. At least make adjustments. Of course, if they gave us an actual 10 piece, then that wouldn't be a problem. All right, so we are putting this guy right in the middle. This is why we need that 10 piece. Bring this guy down. Push in 2. And then we can snap to the bottom of this. Oops. Snap to the bottom. There we go. Nope, not doing it. All right. Be that way. Push 1, 2. There. We can go back over here and reset this. Now, remember, these guys don't snap to this. So this is why I don't, try to snap to this piece. They're supposed to snap to each other. They're just being difficult today. For some reason, they're snapping to the top of it. Go figure. But there you go. From here, you can set and make sure that your wheels are the right spacing. So your medium wheel, that comes right there, 1 space in, and that should be halfway into the block. So 1 space in. Is that 1 down? Yeah, 1 space in, 1 down. And we can have that same alignment over here too. Now that we have a little bit more space. When it's just like side by side, it's not as clear where everything is supposed to go. So trying to make this a little bit more rebuild friendly. Oh no, Lady Bats. I was about to say we need to exit, but that's okay. I will do the next wheel section first. See, this is the kind of chaos that that I bring on occasion. Now, we need 12 piece. Is it 12? I'm going to slap this on here for now. And I think 12 is way too small. I think it was a full 16. So there we go. Slap 16 on there. And you can literally build this backward. Lady, I think we need to do a reset because the alignment on this is terrible. Sorry to do this to you. Oh my God. The angles on that. Oh, jeez. Okay, who's in the world? Only me and Lady Bats. No, there was never a 10 piece in the first order. There's a 10 piece in Lion's Knight and in what's it, Lion's Knight? I know it was the Monarch, it's a Monarch. So Lady's still in. Did we check out the shop? Huh. I want to be a unicorn. Kick down. F1. Good God. Okay. F1 drivers. And they've made them all Lego. Funky. Majestic Manners. Yes, Majestic Manners. That's the one. All right, let's see. Back into the world. But you see how how far we've gotten so far with the wheel section. And once you have that one particular wheel section, you can build out 16 and then just build it in reverse. Because you are building from the bottom. As long as you have those wheels set to the top where they can come down and rest on the tracks, you're good to go. Which is why I was thinking about doing a reverse and putting the wheels on the inside. But of course, when you put it on the inside, that's going to complicate how the attachments will go for the whatchamacallit, for the supports. You're taking away all of the chances to actually have any reliable real world support. I mean, you could attach from the side. Yeah, you can attach from the side. That's not too bad. I mean, you can attach you could attach from both sides if you did that. I may have to do another one from the middle, but the spacing on the tracks would definitely be different because we need to push it out further. But definitely same concept. And here's the best part. If you're doing one that is completely straight, let's say I'm going from one glacier to the next, so it's flat all the way across from one point to the next, you could add that additional wheel on the underside to keep it more pinned together so there's no derailments. Look at, since you don't have to change the angle ever. Only thing you may have to do is go around corners, and we will be figuring out corners. We have to figure out corners. They may have to be old school, crooked corners, but you know what? We will get corners. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. A little less conversation, a little more action. I could definitely still crooked. Lady, did you log back out? I don't think you did. Oh, it's only me in here. Oh, crap. I may since this may have been completely realigned. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all. Okay, let's go back one more time, just to be sure. Sorry, guys. This back and forth thing. A little less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Once I had this working, I was seriously so excited. I kept calling lady to come and see the launch, and then it failed, of course. But you know, thank you, lady, for being a good audience and being a great cheerleader. And I am super glad that I don't have to have this thing as a sculpture, just hanging out over the middle of the valley. Oh no, lady isn't leaving. She was saying she's out of the world. She will definitely enjoy her day. Lady definitely enjoys her day. Super cool. Make sure to go check out Lady's stream over on Twitch. if you're on Twitch, make sure to go and look up Lady Bats, and you will find her. Super cool, super chill. Oh, good morning, Haskins. Did I see you there? All right, come on. Sleeping on a bed marks it as your respawn point, but also regenerates health. A little less conversation, a little more action. Haskins, are we doing the thing tonight? Excuse me. I gotta kind of plan around that, especially to be there. So, if we're doing the thing, I want to make sure that I'm fully available, um, and that we can work this thing pretty cool. I've been looking at the. Oh yes, working from home and single parenting a 4-year-old. That's a handful because I remember having to single parent my 4-year-old, um, because she always wanted to go to the park, and she was more on schedule than my dog was. My dog will know when she has to go out, but my daughter she figured it out pretty early. Around this time, we go to the park. Doesn't matter what's happening. It was raining, whatever. We're going to the park. I keep saying that having a dog is like having another 3-year-old, and it's absolutely true. All right, I think that may have reset it. It's looking a little dodgy. You know what? To be sure, let's just I think we should just reset. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. So we're going to take these pieces off, and we're going to reset this just to be absolutely sure, because I don't like it when it's crooked. When it's crooked, it introduces problems. So if you ever see any of that happening in your world, make sure that you take a bus station or something. This is like one of the worst case scenarios of what could happen. So just reset. Snap up. And then first order. And then pull this over there. There we go. And that should give us our start point. Get the 8. Nope, no, get the 6. Nope, get the 4. Then bring that around. 1, 2, and there. Then get your 6, and your 6 should give you the same center point. Find your 8. Find your center. Does that look a little less crooked to you? To me, it looks very similar. But this is how fast this part can go once you have your pieces set. And you have the rhythm down. Now, we can get a little bit crazy on some of the design elements here, like, for example, bringing this in to make it look a little bit more mechanical. You could also play with the top a little bit as well. Anything to add a little bit more of that design. I know I did like those half circles on the other one. And then I added, oh, this is huge. Good God, that's huge. So I end up adding this. As a piece, but I'm not sure I really like that. If anything, I want more of a gear. But anyway, the point is that we are getting back. Oh, and we are going to go and duplicate this over here, and that is going to be our entire placement. So we start from the bottom. The bottom. My Caribbean accent is coming out there. Start from the bottom. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. One, two. Then one, one, two. Then bring that out. Then bring this in. It's funny how the accent comes out in certain words. Words like bottom, the bottom. There are words that will always betray you, betray where you come from. Huh. Well, I guess that's the same there as well. Interesting. Yes, Haskins, the bottom. Great. That's a great phonetic interpretation there. Well done, sir. Well done. Oh, something is off. Something is off. Oh, yeah. That's for sure. So that is definitely not the same. Woo! It's up by an entire half stud. Oh, that may, it's going to mess with it. How can I fix this? How can I fix this? Because I'm not adding swivels to that. Man, this is maddening. Ah! Fine. Fine. No, I am annoyed. We need to start over. Because everything it doesn't work. It does not work. First order. All right, back to one. Sorry, guys. Let's make this quick. So, okay, we know that we need, for these, 12 apart. Let's not mess around, shall we? Then we need two of these. It's just a basic thing. If you're out of alignment, everything is going to be out of alignment. So make sure that it is straight from the beginning, and you will have a much cleaner build. Start dirty, end dirty. That's just how it is. So you want to keep it clean. Pressure plate, snap, and up. Pressure plate, snap, and up. Four by four. Bring it in, bring it over, bring it up. Same again. Bring over and up. Why are you, what is going on? Why aren't you moving up? Bring over and, what? My keypad is not working. Is it a controller? Or is it the game? That's just weird, man. Super weird. All right, so we have that in place. Then we get our 8. That's in place now. 8. It looks like they've introduced a flaw in the machine block. I don't know if that's deliberate or what, but the angle you're getting from that is slightly off. If they've done that, I'm going to be so annoyed. Because that's not Cricut, man. That is not fair. I will not make any baseless accusations right now. But if this does continue, and they're actually introducing deliberate flaws to mess with us like this, because they just complicated this entire building process. What could have been done with replication, now I have to go and add more steps to get to the same point, because the front and back should be identical, but they're not. I'm going to assume it's a glitch, but right now I'm just annoyed. So, you know, don't take any of my words as gospel that anybody's messing with anything, but I'm seeing it with my own eyes right now that what should work is not, and it's for no reason whatsoever. You are always able to get a perfect angle off of the machine blocks. Always. Otherwise, they're useless. They're just used as building blocks. It's like the best reason to have machine blocks is that they give you that reliability all the time. And if they've messed with that, I am not going to say anything that's going to, you know, point any fingers too much. But I'm seeing the evidence, and I'm not liking it. This may have just ruined my entire build. And because we need to have that precision. That's one of the things about engineering. Anything like this, that you need to have precision and repeatability. Oh, yeah, I screwed that up, didn't I? I went 8. See, I got all upset, and I missed the top part. Whatever, man. I don't care anymore. I missed my count. Yeah, that's right. I'll just start throwing detonators everywhere. I am seriously annoyed right now. It's not funny. And look at that little gap spacing in here. Everything is just all over the dang place right now. Fine. Whatever. Bad words. Hear me, Lego? Bad words. I'm going to log out and log back in. Poor Lady Bats has given up on being able to do any build this morning. Because of my issues. Okay. So we don't need a side piece here. We need a piece in the middle, and hopefully these match up. Hopefully. So I need to bring this in here and in here. But let's see where the spacing lies for this. And let's go take a nap, shall we? Lady Bass is enjoying her coffee. All right, we're back to morning. Let's place some wheels, shall we? Because wheels make everything better. No, they don't. They make it more complicated. All right, let's get up there. My controller sounds so loud right now. All right, so one in, one up, and yep, down to there. So it should be the proper placement every time. Is that one? That's not one in, that's two in. All right, let's do this properly. So one in, and then a line to the bottom. So that's two, bottom. See, I did it again. Which reminds me, I must call my mom. Every time I talk to her, my accent comes back. Back real strong. One in. No, that's two in. Come on. Get it together. So two, one in. All right, perfect. We got spacing. Everything's good. Now let's change the directions. Thank you, Haskins. Haskins has given a super chat for the bottom. Yes. I shall now call up here Bottom Bay. Or Bottom Ridge. Yeah, that's it. Bottom Ridge. I might be streaming with Haskins. I don't know if I'll be streaming or playing with Haskins tonight. I don't think I'll be streaming. But yeah, because it's Haskins night, so I'm gonna let him just take all the glory. But I might be able to come on like after. Haskins, when are you planning on streaming tonight? Okay, we got that, and then we got that, and now we can align things. hopefully that all works out. Let's see. So this one is what we want. This aligns it to the bottom of that. The bottom. Yes, it's all about the bottom. Oh, did I use that? No, I didn't. No, I did not. I think this should have enough clearance. So this is fine. Okay, good. We can literally do what we want here. But the things that we have to be really careful of here and super cognizant of is how these pieces will come together. Why aren't you coming together the way I want you to? You should be at the edge. Exactly at the edge. And right in there. What the flip is happening? Okay, thank you. That's how it's supposed to work. Am I supposed to be able to see? So, see, edge to edge. Boom. Perfect. All right. And we're still on the wheelbase, people. But now that we have the wheelbase, hopefully we should be able to just take this all the way over here. Slap. No, son of a biscuit eater. Okay, spacing is different over there. Right. 1, 1, 2. I guess we're just going to have to meet somewhere in the middle. Thank you, Haskins, for the oh my God, the soggy bottom. That is perfect. Soggy Bottom Boys. I love that movie, man. That is like so perfect. Once there was a man of constant sorrow. I see judgment come my way. I bid farewell to constant sorrow. No! The place where he was born and raised. Oh, good. What can we do for old brother right now? And that's interesting. Build a prison. What else? There was a river. What can we do for a river? Great, Haskins. Now you got me thinking. All right. Let's get this down. And there. There. See, it's all flush now. All absolutely flush, which is all we want. We don't want much in this world. Just to have a flush. Bugger. Great. just great. Okay, so one of these. Okay, let's see which one is out of alignment. The sad thing is that neither of them is out of alignment. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to fake it. Can this align to that? Oh my God, it can. Okay, let's just roll with it, shall we? And we're going to pretend that that is in the middle. All right, let's flip this over, at least. Because we need to put some stuff on the top and bring this thing over. There we go, nice. What the? You see, the whole alignment issue comes to head right here. We need to join these guys. Oh. It's not the technique. It's not me. It's literally Lego fighting me this time about getting these pieces aligned. What the hell, man? Seriously, what the hell? I literally don't know what to do right now. You know what? I do know what to do. I'm going to bring this forward, and I'm going to disconnect those two. So, let's do a rebuild. An annoyed rebuild. The annoyed edition of the front section, and then I'm going to abandon the back wheel. Maybe the back wheel can stay there, you know, as a template. That's what I planned all along, right? Yeah. Did I say ultimate build? I meant the frustration build. G-double-R. Grrr. All right. We got... This was the plan all along. Dang it. You know what? I'm going to get my 10. Heck with it. Get my 10. Do y'all feel my frustration? It's palpable. Palpable. Now, if this is aligned properly, this should be able to come all the fudge. Oh my God. Okay. There is something wrong with the game today. There is no other way to say it. There is literally something wrong with the game today. None of this should be happening. It should not be this bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, you know, that is like super frustrating. Holy crap. Can we at least get a flat piece? Can I even fake this? Should the flat stay oh. Okay, so Mr. Biz tried making circles in the morning using all the methods, not having it, so he gave up. Okay. Definitely I think the K is better book to the world, the word Alec. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Time for Rusty Reels fences. Maybe I should go and put down Rusty Reels fences. That's okay. So Haskins has given it away. We were planning on building Rusty Reels from the from BR in on stream. We found a great location for it. Oh really? Is that bad? Nothing would align. Okay, so we are having issues with the game all over the place. Man, dang it! I promised this. We need to make this work. So that aligns there. But why doesn't it align in the bottom? The placement should be almost the same. Oh. If I went from the bottom, it would align. But that's going from the inside. Okay. That's interesting. So we can actually do this and then do this. The place where he was born and raised. I am a man of constant sorrow. I see judgment come my way. But we still have the issue of this being misaligned. So I can't even do that. Okay. Well, at least the bottoms can join. All right, maybe I can do something here. Let's just see. Continue with the rebuild, I guess. The rebuild. It's sticking up in the air. That's how bad it is right now. Holy crap. You can literally see it. There were days building the track where it was impossible. And I had to do a couple of tricks just to make the alignment work. Like turning it backward and stuff. It was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna try the old log out and come back trick right after this. And hopefully we can have some bit of sanity return to the world. So one more time. Una más vez. 9:56. 9:56. Oh, look at that. The Stream Elements has given me a reminder. Started from the bottom. From the bottom. And now we're here. All right. One more time. What? Huh? T-shirts dropping soon. From the bottom. Okay, Haskins, stop. You've had enough laughter at my expense, sir. I need to sell those T-shirts. Up here from the bottom. From the bottom. Looks like some... Oh. I like Pappy O'Daniels. Who's Pappy O'Daniels? Some Johnny Come Latelys. yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I enjoy the teasing, the ribbing. Lego server room. Pour coffee on your console. Might wake it up. Oh, okay. Right, definitely have to check in, Jaded. Oh, But if nothing is aligning, that's going to be an issue because if one of those pieces, because of the stupid alignment issues, if it's off by just a little, and everything's going to be just completely wrecked because the Porsche has such tight alignment. Oh my god, it sounds like I'm actually talking about a Porsche, but the Porsche has such the curves and everything. It has to be, the tolerances have to be just right. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible to rebuild it. I'm actually wearing my I like big builds shirt. I've got the I like big builds. Wow. 100% complexity, and of course the Mad Puck shirt. I need to get back on camera so I can show it off. I like big builds and I cannot lie. And come on, come on. Let's go. Give me alignment. No! No! It's still misaligned. I can tell. Let's make absolutely sure, shall we? Ooh, I saw green. Tiny bit of green, but that's because the edge was kicking it. Da, 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 da. We need them to meet so that they stay together. Right now, they are staying together. You know, heck with it. Let's drop it. It's 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be at work. But I promise the ultimate. I may have to do the ultimate build part 2. Technically, for this, the centerpiece and everything, you need, well, you do need it to be in the center. So right now, this can pass through. This can pass since all it really needs is the wheels. So I can break that, and I can break that, and it's gonna drop. Oh no, I forgot. Should drop right down onto the tracks. Did it drop? Kick it. It didn't drop onto the tracks. Something is off. What the flip happened? It's the alignment, isn't it? Because all the wheels are where they need to be, but the alignment issues are causing problems. Of course, they're causing problems. I wonder if it'll even drive. We gotta fight. Nope, it won't drive. For your right. Okay. We'll do a reset and come back. I'm the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. Usually I give you some really good builds when Lego Fortnite is working the way it should be. So hopefully we can return to that on Monday. Look out for Haskins' stream this evening. We're going to be doing Risky Reels Theater, drive-in theater, out here in the Frostlands. So it's going to be awesome. and we're doing a live build and just having some shenanigans because Friday is Shenanigans Friday. Anyway, thank you for spending some time with me. Thanks for coming and hanging out. If it's your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things. If this is not your first time and you're coming back, thank you for joining us again, and thanks for hanging out. You guys are an awesome bunch. I will see y'all this evening. Is it 7 o'clock or 7:30? One of those times. Keep an eye on Haskins stream, and I will see y'all later.
She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the Garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceived.